Hello everyone, and this is Serenity's here, back with another awesome Fortnite Battle Royale gameplay today, or set of Fortnite Battle Royale gameplays. So I have a squad highlights video here with a raw Hobo, who hasn't decided to come on recently. He's been a bit of a rogue. We're not going to discuss that in this video. But also the legends Danza and Sunny 100. So in this gameplay, a few squad royales that I got with the boys playing with them, and I hope you guys really enjoy this. It's a really nice set of individual plays from myself, and some really nice plays on the combat setting. The controller setting, the Combat Pro. Although in highlights of the way that Fortnite has come on, I feel that a lot of players are improving on the game recently. I am deciding to make the switch to Builder Pro because there are certain things that I feel now I'm a bit out of my depth against the better players, and I can't do things as fast, so I'm deciding to make the switch because you can place pieces instantaneously. And I think since the new turbo update has come into effect, it seems to be more effective. So I will be making the switch. So there's a few videos of me using Combat Pro. But I hope you guys really enjoy these plays. I think they're quite impressive if you think about the fact that I am actually on Combat Pro. And some really nice plays to get the royales with the boys in these 3 clips I'm going to show. So this first game is the one with overall Hobo that we played, Danza and Sunny. Danza makes a feature in all 3 of them, so it's really nice to get out wins with Danza again. I also have a full gameplay with the same team here as well that I wanted to bring out from Season 3. I will still upload that, even though it's old. I still want to bring it because I've said that I would bring it for the longest time. And at this moment here in the gameplay, playing as John Wick as well, which is quite nice. Son likes that one. But at this moment in the gameplay, we've got a team of bugs on the hill, and I was really struggling to destroy this tree. I'm not even sure if my AR shots were actually hitting it there. I think they do though, because when I go to chop it, it goes down in like a couple of hits. So I think that was doing damage. I just didn't realise it. But at this moment here, there's a massive fight going on. I think another team has arrived to attack the team that may have been shooting us. So as you can see, they seem a bit distracted up there. There's a lot of activity on the activity feed here, and it seems like it's all gone quiet up there. So I think perhaps one team has gained victory over the other one. It's got the better of the other team. So I decide just to be ballsy. The rest of the guys are saying where we should push and etc. And I just thought, sod it, I'm just going to go for this. I know it's risky because I could get shot out and fall to my death. But I decided to do it anyway because I really wanted a bit of action, and I wanted to sort of increase my skills with building and editing, because that's why I was trying to improve, and that's why I have been trying to improve a long time on Fortnite Battle Royale recently. My sort of building plays, because everything else is good, but it's more like the building in pressured situations that I wanted to improve on. So that's why I took the charge here, and that's why I went up on my own to see how far I could get and see what I could do in this situation. So as you can see, this team started to build as well in counter play, and I wasn't really that smart when I started this charge, because I had a really good opportunity to lay some better shots than what I did. But as soon as I realised I wasn't going to get those, I started to build up and play a bit defensively with making a load of cubes, so I can hide in them, and just keep building them up really, my little houses, just to make it difficult. I think it's always important with Fortnite Battle Royale, try and build as much as you can, and then be prepared to edit as much as you can. It makes it very hard for a player to continuously pinpoint you. And Zoe gets completely confused with which building I'm in there, I think, and there you go, just build another one. I just knocked one of their team. I think it's a team of 3, and I can go wherever I want in this building, in this setting, and as you can see, they've built ramps to try and counter it, and then my teammates call out where they are, so I decide to go over and help them out. And just from building there and just making it difficult for them to pinpoint me makes it easier for me to come out and do plays like that. Obviously, if you're finding a more skilled player, they're going to build up and up and gain the height and probably have a better understanding of where you are. It's lucky that my teammates were just apt on the push that come into my aid there, and it all worked out very nicely, and I got 3 kills out of that scenario. So I was really pleased with it, and I think that was a nice bit of play that I did. It was quite bold of me to do it in the way that I did, and the manner that we chose to attack there was really good. But I couldn't see any other way, to be honest, because we knew that the team was up there, so we had to go and get them, to be honest. And here is really nice, all the weapons I had. Zoe had the blue variants of what I had, so it's a nice kill that I got on her, considering she had a blue tactical, I had a green at close range, so pretty big win. I upgraded all of my weaponry, and I have a launch pad as well. So, really nice play from the boys and myself. And at this point here, I was just contemplating to use it because we can get into the zone easily, more easy to get into the zone, easier. There we go. But the lads decided we would just ramp down and walk down and save it, perhaps in the heat of battle, which is a good idea, I suppose, because it may have its uses later on. And this Royale towards the end actually was probably the sloppiest ending we've had together as a team, but we still make it work out. Luckily it still does work out because of the really good teamwork that we have when we play in this team, and we're all really good friends, so we're all there for each other, etc., to help each other out. So it all kind of works out. At this moment here, I think we decide just to get into the zone. Obviously, this is not in the zone, so no point in building here. So it's going to be slightly up here, and just more directly north of where we currently are. So at this moment here, just looking to see what's going on, you can see a massive 4 knocks. In which I end up getting sniped from, so I have to build rather quickly, and that was pretty critical right there. Pretty crushing snipe to me at the moment because it's taking a lot of my health and shields, so it's not the greatest, and these guys were pretty good with the sniper that was on the hill, so it made it difficult for us to really make progress. So that was really annoying, and at this point playing pretty defensively, trying to sort of fortify a little base here. The only bad thing about this is obviously it's just outside of the zone, so it's a little bit difficult, and with not many more materials, there isn't really a lot we can do from this situation. I don't really have the weapons apart from a hunting rifle to really do anything here, and I say to the guys, perhaps we should launch away from here and go around the other side. And I think some was in favour of that idea, but I think a couple of the others were just a bit in between and not too certain of what we wanted to do at this point, which is what led to a bit of a sloppy performance here in the final Royale. But just kind of like, we weren't too sure of what to do, and I think in Fortnite Battle Royale you do have to sort of be decisive and stick with a decision, and then you can see Sun gets knocked from a snipe. It was all a bit sort of chaotic at this point. I think we weren't really decisive in what we wanted to do, and you have to be in this game because you don't really have a lot of time to react once a team starts attacking you, and you can see the RPGs are coming in. At this moment here, I'm getting back to my teammates. Obviously Sun is going to need some shields, and then I think it's Hobo then gets knocked as well, so quite a lot of bad things are happening, and it's not it's really not clear cut at the moment. It's a very difficult situation for us as a team. At this moment here, when I see that they've been knocked, Danza's very quick on the revive. He's our medic when we play. But at this moment here, it's difficult, and I think Hobo gets knocked again. So it's a difficult situation. As you can see, it's very difficult for us now, and I just decided to place a launch pad here. We have to get into the zone. This was a bit of a bad. Couldn't really do an effective launch pad here. Couldn't even get on the top of this hill, so it was a bit of a waste. So the whole thing was a complete shambles, to be honest. I think we needed to be a bit more decisive there. If necessary, just build a little tunnel in this little way until we decide what we were going to be doing, because it was just a bit chaotic. But luckily a few things happened here. One of the people were lost in the storm. Sun said there's people down the river here, and I wasn't entirely certain of where he meant, so I just built for a moment because I wanted to be entirely sure of where people were. So you can see I'm just editing to make it easier on myself to see what's going on outside, and then come out because Sun said there's someone here, but that guy gets knocked, and really nice play there to knock those guys. Right here, and the final guy we call out, he's just above the river. I tell Sun where he is, and it's impossible for Sun to revive me here. He does try by building around me, but honestly that was a really good grenade launcher from that guy. I wasn't surviving from that, so at this point I just say to him, look, go for the kill, man. You've got this. It's one guy left, because we look at the player count, and it's really one person, and then you go finish the game strong there. I think Sun does. So really good play to our team. It was a bit sloppy towards the end, but obviously an example of it can be a bit if you're not decisive in Fortnite Battle Royale, you can't always make the best plays. So luckily we still made it work. I really liked my building play that I did earlier in this one to get up on those guys on the hill. That was the main purpose of this clip, and also to demonstrate another nice win with the boys. But like I said, I got a full gameplay of this exact squad in Season 3 that I do want to bring out, and it's a really good game that as well. So guys, the next clip is another one where I'm playing with Danza and Sunny, and another squads game. These are all squad games in which I think Sunny was taken out, and it was Danza and I that were left in the game, and really nice play that happens there. And I'm using the Carbide skin in this game as well. So this is the second clip that I have, and we have a Scar, we have a blue tactical, and a blue pump, and some smalls. Not a bad set of weaponry there. But obviously we've lost Sun, which is a bit of a crippling blow. But you know, we look to make good. We know there's a team up on the hill here, so I'm taking some care to obviously not fall off and double ramp up. And again, combat pro building, so it's a little bit slower. Can't wall ramp, you know, very quickly. At this moment here, the guy was right here in the tower. I do agree with my teammates here. I should have just kept building to get right on level with the guy in the tower, because as you can see, he rebuilds very quickly, and you know, I could have had better shots on. And unfortunately, Danza gets knocked here because he goes against 2 players. And at this moment here, just looking to find where their other teammate is, because there's one more that we haven't killed yet. And at this moment, I'm looking around for him. Danza is just below. He's going to finish, and unfortunately, he does. So it's a bit of annoying that I couldn't save Danza. You know, had I have seen where he was more immediately, I would have had that kill on him, and Danza would still be alive. So it was a bit of a shame that I couldn't do that. But now I'm on my own, and I'm against 3 players. So let's see how this goes down. So at this point I really wanted the shield pot, and it was stuck in a bit of an awkward crevice. Taking a bit of care to get that. And at this moment here, the great thing is I've got a healthy supply of ammo now, and a really healthy supply of material. So I'm going to play as much creativity as I can with this, and really see what I can do. And really like this clip. Actually, I was really pleased when I got, you know, clinched this royale for my teammates. Spoiler alert, but yeah, I do win this game, and I really enjoyed how I did it. So at this moment here, guys, just trying to gain territory in the stones. Still have a launch pad that I could make use of, so I go to select it. At this moment here, you can see the team is starting to push me. We've got 2 players here, double wall ramping. That's a nice strategy from them. At this point, I just continue to build because the pressure is on. At this moment here, I noticed they give up shooting for a minute, so that probably means they're moving forward, so I decide to start shooting. Could have shot the back of their ramp. That would have made the structure fall out, but I didn't have time to get it because John Wick pushes in hard, but gets wrecked. And at this moment here, just being careful to not take unnecessary damage to this guy that's still across. And at this moment here, just try and destroy the structure. So, you know, this guy can't push me, and as you can see, I destroy his ramp as he tries to push. Here, a little bit of risque, because I jumped to my ramp. If I fell off, that would not have been pretty, but it was a little bit risque. The guy gets some height on me here, and I don't have the skill to contend with him on this setting as such, so that's why I decided to start building down and play more defensively. I will often do this if someone has the height. I will start to build defensively, so they have to come towards me if I'm still in the zone. But currently we're not, so we are going to have to move. So I use this opportunity to shield up, and his John Wick comrade is also down here with me, and I think that their 3rd player was knocked out by a great fall at some point. I can't remember when that exactly happened, but I think their 3rd is actually knocked from a fall, so technically I'm against 2. That's one of them dead there. So now it's a one-on-one between me and this other guy. And at this moment here, I thought he was somewhere, as you can see, checked out early. So I think that guy was knocked by a fall, their 3rd. So it's a one-on-one between me and their last teammate. So let's see how this goes. So this moment here, guys, he's still shooting. He's across the other way. And as you can hear, he's still trying to rain bullets at structures to make it harder for me to get back to him. And unfortunately, I've used my launch pad, so I'm going to have to rely on the building plays. And at this moment here, do some really nice navigation to get on a level and use their structure that they built to get across me, and then just finishing him in a couple of shots just to say, yeah, don't try it, kid. I'm winning this royale, and really clutch it there for Sunny and Danza. So I was really pleased with that clip, and I thought that was a really nice one with the carbide skin. I've now got the helmet as well. And just working towards my final part now that you get at level 65. I think I'm currently at level 40 something, so you know, making my way towards that. But really nice game with the nearly the full carbide armor in play. That was a really nice royale. So another, I think there was 5 kills there. It's a really nice play. And yeah, really nice individual clip there that I really wanted to bring out because for obvious reasons, it was a royale that I clutched by myself. Here is a more recent game, this third game, another one with Danza, Sunny, and myself. And this one is an example of the pinnacle of probably what I could achieve in time, like more often with Builder Pro. And this is on Combat Pro again, and this is the kind of plays that I want to do more often and more successfully in the future. This is what I'd like to achieve. So as you can see, trying to gain dominance over my opponent here by building, but you can see that they're playing the height game on me, which is what a lot of good builders will do on Builder Pro. It's what my friend Son is really good at, and it's what I'm looking to get into as well. But this is an example of me trying to do it on Combat Pro, and you can see from the intentions that I have and the way that I do build that I've got the right ideas to sort of tackle these opponents. So obviously at the moment the fight is difficult for me because this guy has the height, but I feel what I've learned a lot from Son and watching my other friends play and Matt as well is that when you edit pieces, you can actually get a good visibility through them. So it's always wise to do that if you're not entirely sure of where to push. You can just have a look through and decide on the edit. And I decided on the right one there because I absolutely ping this Snufflepuff Becca or whatever her name is for a 213 blue pump shot, and then just give her the bludgeon as she falls down there to her untimely demise. And at this moment edit out another nice piece, and there's a guy up with me here that I try to finish off, and he's another good builder because I go to take the pump shot here. He's already got his wall in place, so you can see definitely these guys, particularly that one there, I think it was a Cupidities or something. They are definitely Builder Pro setting players, and I think in the pinnacle of time of what I could achieve with that setting, as you can see there with combat, that was quite a nice bit of play. And at this point here, I know that my teammate's very capable of finishing it. Probably should have stayed with him just until that guy had been killed because there was a few others around, but I decided to go for the crate because it was right out in the open right near us. And yeah, like I say, really should have helped my teammates because it was a pile of tosh. Gold semi-auto is not that great, so but really nice play from my team. They're able to clear up those guys and we move on with the rest of the game. So it's just moving on a little bit here, and near the next section of battles for the final part of this one. And at this moment here, we're feeling pretty accomplished. After that, I was really pleased with my individual building performance. With the blue pump finish was lovely. So really nice. And like I say, these plays is a really good video actually to demonstrate to my to you guys, but also to my friends, to probably say what I could achieve in time with the new settings. So definitely a Builder Pro, I think it could be a lot better. So I'm gonna have to make the effort to now learn that. But I'm really looking forward to doing so because I think it will really help me in the long run. As you can see, I have the right intentions from this video, but just need the setting now to sort of get the final hurdle on it. But at this moment here, just building up because Sun gets an absolutely critical snipe knock, and after that it was really easy downhill from there to finish that guy off. And I really praised Sun for that knock that he got as I pushed up there, because that was really like the winning knock. That was the play that really won us the Royale, because those guys were quite well set up and they had a lot of toys. Around the back now you're going to see the guy had a Scar and a grenade launcher, so it was a massive knock from Sun. Like I say, I think that was the knock that won us the match, to be honest. So I was able to finish off his teammate after Sun did that. And as you can see, all the toys are back here. Look at what they would have used on us. So there was quite a lot of stuff. So Sun did very well there to knock that guy. That was really critical from him. And like I said, I did praise him immensely for that shot, because that was the winning play of the match. And at this point here, we're just deciding how we're going to proceed with the final circle, because it's just over Loot Lake, not in the lake, but just to the field to its right. So we're just surveying it. At this moment here, I think we're just deciding where to push. I've got eyes on some of the players, and my teammates are obviously watching where the other guys are. But most of the players are actually to our sort of this sort of south side, and they're not actually going to be in, so I wasn't too worried about them technically. But I was seeing the direction of where the map was taking us and pointing my character in that direction, and it's more to our sort of east side. southeast, and I can see where there's a crate. So for me, I was just like, well, let's just get that area because that's where we need to be. And honestly, I think we'll be all right. We will get some territory early, and we'll be okay. And at this point here as well, you can see a lot of fighting from the other teams. So it's maximising our chances of success at this point because they're all killing each other. And Danza and Sunny work on a little push that they coordinate with each other, and then you can see Sun's now knocking more players, so it's looking very profitable for us. We've got access to the zone early, and also these guys ahead of us are not entirely certain of where we're pushing in from, so we've got a very good advantage at this moment to push forward. As you can see with my Moisty Merman, my alien entities, I'm just coming in from the side, and now you can see I say to my teammates, we're now against 2 players, so they call them out where they are. So at this moment here, just pushing around from the other side to get the grenade launcher on. It's really game over for these guys as I push in from the side here on them. So at this moment here, I get eyes on where they are, and it's not too hard for me here to start applying the grenade launch. Here, build some ramps because I'm a little bit out of range. Just want to make sure that I'm well fortified as I continue to bombard them and look to start barraging their base. And a moment here, they're definitely within bombardment range, but I think I would have just altered my grenade launchers up a little bit to make it a knock more likely. Eventually it happens on O, just saying, so I was really happy with that. And then Sun finishes off his teammate, and that's victory royale for the lads again there. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this highlights of squads. It was really nice to get a lot of wins with Hobo, Danza and Sunny as his team. It's a really nice one when we all play together. Some really nice clips of probably what I can achieve more in time with the Builder Pro setting, and we'll also bring out another highlights video. I've got some awesome other clips like this that I will do for a second highlights vid. Like my friend my best friend Celerity's Manjaro Bro. So looking forward to doing all of that, and like I say guys, this is definitely the pinnacle of what I could achieve in time, so let's see on Builder Pro now. But this was Serenity's guys, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.